Hey, Lake Ridge Wolves. This is Mrs. Kaufman with a helpful video on tackling the SOL sentence questions that come up on the multiple choice part of your writing SOL. If you took some of the pop quizzes last week, then this is from Pop Quiz 7 and it's question number 2. If you didn't, it's okay. I have the questions here. All right, so let's get started. Here's an example of a question that could come up. How can Casey best combine sentences 2 and 3 into one sentence without changing their meaning? So I underline the important words. It's a combining sentence question, and it's important to keep the same meaning. The first thing I'm going to do is go back into that big giant paragraph that I didn't really read because it was boring and I'm reading strategically. Gotta remember to hit the right button. There we go. And I find sentence 2 and 3, and I read them. She did not like them. Hospitals were always so cold, and everything in them was so white. And I think about what I learned in language arts class, and I notice, hey, those are two simple sentences. How can I put them together? The next thing I do is I go back to my answers, and I need to spend some time just reading each one carefully, noticing the differences and similarities between them all. Okay, and then I'm going to think about those important tips that I found in this video. The first one is test taking tip number 1. Don't choose answers with duplicated words. Okay, so let's go back to the answers. A and D both have the word hospitals duplicated, and it's unnecessary and makes the sentence kind of clunky. So both of those are not a good choice. So now I've already narrowed it down to 2. Right? Then I'm going to think about, what's that other tip I learned in this video? Aha! I'm going to look for conjunctions and decide which one makes sense. Remember this year you guys were learning about coordinating conjunctions, which we call fanboys, and swabbies, which are subordinating conjunctions. And there they are right in the middle of those sentences. So now all I have to do is figure out, well, which one makes the most sense? She did not like hospitals because they were cold, or she did not like hospitals and they were cold. Well, obviously it's B because there's a reason or a cause for her not liking them. It's a cause and effect sentence. So those are 2 tips that you can use for tackling these sentences. All right, tip number 1, don't choose answers that have duplicated words. And the other tip is look for your conjunctions, read them, and say which one makes the most sense. If you need a little extra practice with conjunctions, go to No Red Ink, search conjunctions, and you'll see the 2 types, swabbies and fanboys, and there's a couple of different practices you can do which will help you. Good luck, and we hope you do really well.